today's day is the 25th of August 2019, and I'm talking to Nelvin Appiah.
Yeah.
Got that right?
Nelvin Appiah.
Alright. Do you mind, you're a local hero now in athletics, like in national and local, but like, do you mind we still start off like where you came from, and you were reared up here in Longford, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I was born in Mullingar and then reared in Longford. I've lived here all my life. And both of my parents are from Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah, so that's in like West Africa.
And then you were saying you went to St. Joseph's and
so
Kilo.
I started off going to St. Joseph's up to like first class, and then moved to Kilo. And yeah, I enjoyed my time in Kilo.
Yeah.
I prefer to be in Kilo than to be in St. Joseph's, to be honest. Yeah.
All right. And why I'm here talking to you today is because of athletics, and that's where it all started, was in Kilo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it all started in Kilo. It was in sixth class where there was a competition on called Sports Hall Athletics. So I tried out for it or whatever, and I was pretty good at it. So I got selected to represent Kilo in Moyne, where I was going to go to school the following year. And I went there and I did really good. I stood out. And then we went to there was a national level as well. So that took place in Athlone. So we did that in Athlone anyways, and I stood out again. I did pretty well. And yeah, it just. And
this is the high jump, is it? Or is it all different? Running, was it?
It was different kind of types of. It was like vertical jumps, but there's no high jump, because as children,
developing in a different way,
developing, a lot of us wouldn't have the facilities, so there's kind of easier kind of things to kind of do, jump straight up instead of over a bar, because many kids would be
But even with that, you can see a talent, people can see a skill in that. There is it's not as lacking or anything, But did you play other sports what?
I played soccer. I played Gaelic with Kilo as well.
Very good.
I played Gaelic for a long time, and we won many titles.
All right.
Went to the field and all that. I'd still be in contact with a few of them.
Oh, what position did you play?
I played in midfield, and then the odd time I played full forward. Yeah, but mostly midfield, I'd say, because they'd use me for my speed and my stamina and all that.
So, and it was a principal Colin Hart.
Yeah, Colin Hart
encouraged you with athletics.
He got me into Gaelic at first, because I didn't really want to play it, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, play Gaelic, be grand. This is that. They're pretty good." And I was like, "Oh, okay, then I'll just try it for Gaelic." Yeah, so,
and then did he suggest just trying it, or?
Well, a lot of the other lads in the school did athletics with Longford AC, and I didn't really know anything about Longford AC, so
Longford Athletics Club.
Yeah, athletics club. So then I was I've been doing cross country as well. Yeah. The odd time, and I was pretty bad at that, because the rest of the lads had so much stamina, and they'd be training for it and all of that. And then I was like, oh, just if they're doing this, I might as well kind of join in, because we're all kind of in the same friend group as well, because Gaelic and all of that. So then I was like, I'll try it out, and then it was good.
And then and yes, it's something you love, and you tried. You train harder at and just something you said, and this is one you made a decision this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, definitely, because I was playing Gaelic and I was doing athletics at the same time.
So you had to make a decision.
So I had to make a decision whether to keep on playing Gaelic or to continue with athletics.
Yeah, and I read somewhere you were talking about how Gaelic is a team sport. Yeah. And what you do is an isolated kind of a thing,
Yeah.
Does that suit you better? Where you challenge yourself.
Yeah, I prefer being by myself. Yeah. Individual, because if you make a mistake, then it's on you, and you can learn from that.
So it's more responsibility. It
kind of helps you kind of mature in a way. Yeah. And respect other people. Say if they do well. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Gaelic, it's always teams.
It's
and
a
then,
team,
it's very physical, and people get into fights and all that, and
has its different attributes compared to like
true.
it's a very sole kind of a sport like. And up to your first big win then, the national schools program, wasn't it? That's where
that's where I was
you were spotted.
Kicked off, I guess. Well, the year, when was it? Last year, I broke the school's record for inter boys. I jumped 202, which was a big jump. A big jump. It was a big shock for me, and I thought, 202 be grand. Like, that's it. I'm never gonna get that.
Go any further. That's it. That was just a freak accident or something. But
So then I just kept on training, and I got a new coach in Sligo. He's called Darren McDermott, and he trained me up to be like a sprinter, and because I sprint as well as jump. So I've just been doing like sprint training and all that, and then I'll do my plyometric sessions, which are like to do with jumping and like endurance and all of that to get your twitch fibers.
Really high end kind of pushing that kind of elite.
So like I'll be jumping onto like boxes which are like really high, and then it just kept on going from that, and I've been traveling to France as well. Wow. So last year I've been to France, I think.
And is this with the national?
No, this is just with
yourself.
With my coach, because like he has kind of
taking you on, like
he's links in France as well. So like the French club, like they have like the French leagues. So we go over there and compete with them, or like for them. I mean, so we compete for them, and wherever we come, then you get points for that. And
so it doesn't really matter where you're from. Like it's just you're part of a league or a setup. Like
it doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter. Like not everyone can kind of go there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's grand for us because the person who is head in the club in France is like well known and all that. So like it's kind of grand if we go over, like so.
Yeah. Well, that's a brilliant opportunity you got there, like through your coach.
Going over and like seeing different people's, because in France like athletics is like
it's a bigger than it is in Ireland, a bigger setup. Like
the standard is way higher in France, and like you just see people jumping different ways and using different techniques, and like I got my claps. Like before I used to never clap when I'm jumping, but now like when I'm jumping, then I start doing like all these kind of different rhythms for the crowd to kind of follow, and then it kind of like
people like that though. I think it's more interactive.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
and you feed off that then. I think.
Oh, I definitely feed off that.
I think you mentioned that is good. Like because it's a spirit. Everybody wants everybody to be successful.
Yeah, true. Like I'll be like, say, if I win or if I lose, I'll go to
you try
the
your
next
best.
man.
I think that's all people. People look.
I'll try my best. Go to the next man, encourage him to go higher. Yeah. Like at the schools, it was me and this guy called Kieran Conley. He's from Dublin, and we always kind of battle it out all the time. And then I jumped and I failed it, and then he cleared it, and then I had to jump it. Yeah. And then it was just like, oh no. So then I went and jumped it, and then it was just like, and then when we were both on 210, he failed it, and then I jumped it, and I was like, going over to him, encouraging him, saying like, oh man, you can do this, you got this is that. And then if he when he failed it, I was like, oh yeah man, next time, there's always next time, don't worry, like this is that, like
Yeah, but I think like Olympics is a true sport. Like it's basically it's be the best man you can be or the best woman in anything you do, like compared to like a team sport where it's all about the team.
Yeah, true.
Where that is like you see different runners from across the world where everybody can support that person, like whatever, like, and it's a good thing, like.
Yeah, it's really good.
Then like you're with the Irish team then since
I've been on the Irish team 3 times now, I think.
Wow.
The first time I was on the I don't remember now. First time I was on the Irish team, I think I was in 3rd year, and that was the Celtic Games. And then the second time was a schools. Actually, I've been on the Irish team 4 times. Actually, this is my 4th. When I went to Minsk. So then it was the Celtic Games and the schools combined events. That's like doing 5 events. Like you run, you throw, and you hurdle, and then you do a big. You
have a good running record as well. Like you did well in different. Yeah. Probably your best kind of 100 meter 2. I know you kind of averaged.
Yeah, my 100 meter is 10:89. Yeah. Which is like really good for someone who's a high jumper.
Yeah.
And then my 200 is 22:29, and my 400 is 50.25.
Yeah.
So,
And did the two vary like physically in your attributes? Like, do it be vastly different a jump and running? Like, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
definitely. Like, when you're running, like when I run, sometimes I raise my knees too high because I'm used to doing that from the high jump. So then, if I want to run fast, I have to kind of keep it low. And when I jumped 210, the 100 meter was about to start as well. So I was entered in that as well. So I had to like roll off the mat, get into my spikes, and jog down. And then it was ready, on your marks, set, and then gun went off, and I ran 10, 8, 9. Everybody's like, Jesus, you just
where
came
did
back
that come
from
from?
high
Like,
jump, like they're just like, oh my God.
So it doesn't hinder you. Like, you think like you have to be on one thing. Like,
it doesn't really faze me. Like,
no,
it's just.
Will you have to come to a decision and just decide one or the other? Like,
well, yeah, I can do that, or I can go into the decathlon
combined.
Yeah. So next year, that's kind of my plan. Like, to go into the decathlon, and like that's 10 events. Like, so it'd be hard enough. Like, you'll be doing 5 on one day and then 5 on the next day. But like, if you combine all kind of my scores so far, then I'm
average
kind of
good,
like, I'm kind of not top notch, but I'm doing okay for someone who hasn't really like been doing training, like, hard training, like,
Yeah. And where did all that discipline and stuff come from? Your parents, or be?
Well, yeah,
you have to be dedicated. Like, there is discipline in it. Like,
I'd say my dedication kind of like came from playing Gaelic. I suppose, like, have like
respect.
You have to be training. You have to be a training. This is that. If you're not at training, you don't get played. If you're not at training, if you don't train, you don't perform, and all of that. So then, when I came into athletics, like, that mindset that stuck to me. So like, it's just like, you have to train. If you miss a day training, do something in the morning, like something small to try and make up for it, like, So then, like, say if I miss a day of training, then I'd wake up and go for a jog or something, just to kind of get the blood flowing and like keep everything like switched on. Because like, once you switch off, it's kind of hard to get back if you have competitions coming in real close, like, So you kind of have to be on top of your training all the time. Like, I do be training like 6 times a week. So it's just like train.
Yeah, it has to be for that kind of elite level. Like, I have the greatest respect for you. Like, and I think you're a local hero. And I think everybody supports you.
Yeah.
Especially when young people are doing different things, or not as focused as what you be doing now, training wise. Like, people are kind of I suppose your age now. You probably see it. I don't know if you come across it, like, to go drinking and partying and stuff like.
Definitely.
You've been very strong to kind of stay away from that, like, and really focus on what you want to do.
To be honest, because like, if you love something, like, why would you kind of like, try and destroy it? Like my passion for athletics is just like, I just love it, and I want to like kind of succeed as well. Because I know, like,
you have a great passion for it now. Fair play to you now. I hope you keep that going.
Right. But people just, like, before I didn't believe in myself, being like, I don't have the potential anymore, this is that. Like,
and did that help then the Irish team picking you? You thinking, okay, I'm onto something here, like, this is...
Like, when you get picked for like an international, it's the best feeling ever, because like, you get to meet so many people as well. And like, that encourages you as well. And then when people start to notice as well, then they start encouraging you and giving you advice, and then people who you'd never ever talk to in your life would come to you and like be like, oh yeah, you're the high jumper, oh, you're doing well, keep on going. And then you just start making like links from everywhere, like like right now I've links in like Belgium, Germany, just like friends.
There's a great community spirit with that, with Olympics, like, with different nations.
True. Like in Minsk, we're all in like a village, so like the Olympic village kind of set up. So like, you be competing with people, and then you'll see them, like, you walk past them, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, how are you feeling for tomorrow, this is that, and then like, you like end up going for lunch with them, and then just talking and like, having great crack. Like, one of the high jumpers, his name is Nicholas, he's from Italy, and I competed against him in Minsk, and then he came down here to Cork City Sports because I was competing in that last week, I think. And then he was like, "Oh, Nelvin, like I remember you, this is that." And then like we were just grand, like talking away, and like we're just talking about like Minsk and like the experience and like the crowd, and we're like, "Oh."
And coming back to that Minsk, like you were saying, like it's widely known that you had just finished your leaving cert, literally, and it was a couple of days after.
Yeah, literally 2 days after my leaving cert, I had to like pack my bag and get everything ready and shoot up to.
Well, everybody's kind of glad leaving cert is over and done with. You're totally focused on something big.
Yeah, everybody's out partying and then missed my leaving cert night and everything, but I was doing something that I loved, so I didn't really mind, like, you know. But it was grand. It was grand.
Yeah, it was one of your best experiences, I suppose, in life so far.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, people were even saying that, like, some of the directors that were there, like, they'd be at, like, the Olympics, so they were saying it was better than Rio. Like, it was a better setup than Rio, because, like, Rio was kind of dodgy in a way, because, like, the people there and the rooms and the temperature and all of that. Even
you didn't experience that, no, but the team were talking about that.
The team were talking about that, and then they're like, "Oh, this is like even the food and everything was just way better." Like, you know, so I was like, "Oh, thank God I experienced this." Like,
you didn't have that. Like, no, that's brilliant. Like, and you came joint third, was it?
Yeah. So first round we came joint third. Or I came joint third, and then second round we came fifth. And like in Minsk, it was a new kind of format. It was the DNA format, so it wasn't like the original kind of format that you'd have in like the Olympics and all of that. Like, so in the high jump, it was a head to head. So you'd like put in a secret height, and then it'd go to the presenters, and then they'll like announce what height you picked. The next person doesn't know and all of that, like, you know. So
you're kind of hoping, you're trying to go for high but not too high.
Yeah, you're trying to be smart. You have to play smart for everything. So you like try and study the person.
What do you think he's capable of?
Yeah, study their progress and everything, like, you know. And like you'd have to like chance your arm on this, and then like.
So if you go to shoot yourself too low, he could just do one, you know, something higher.
If you go too low and you clear it, but he goes high and he clears it, then it's his.
On one jump, is it?
Yeah, one jump only.
Wow.
So it's like
that's huge pressure now.
Different, a lot of pressure, a lot.
So basically, you have to do a lot of research of your competitors,
definitely. Like high jump was the last event. Before, like, there was a relay where like all the points were totted up, so the team that's ahead goes first, and then the team that's second by like say 2 points have to wait like say 0.5 seconds before they can go. So it's like a hunt kind of like thing. So it was really important for like the high jumpers to kind of like, you know, play it smart. And try and get points for the team so they can be ahead into the hunt.
Wow, so it all adds up in different ways. Like,
it was
a team effort.
It was a nightmare, to be honest. I won't lie.
Yeah. But really a good experience for you. Like,
it was amazing.
You take it on. Like,
it was amazing. The atmosphere, like people in Belarus, they just love athletics as well. Like the stadium was full. Wow. Like, because we were in the same group as Belarus, so the stadium was proper full. So like even when you're starting to clap or anything, it's 10 times louder than it is, you know, and like your eardrums are just bursting. Like you jump,
feel the ground vibrating, you feel the ground through you. Like
when you jump, then they all scream, and it's just like, oh my god, I can't hear. Like, you know, it's crazy. That's
where you feel the most freedom, I'd say. Like, you love that.
Yeah, definitely. When the atmosphere is good, everything is good. To be honest.
And there is a Longford Athletics Club, as you mentioned before. Like, I know they're trying. There's not much in Longford now, in fairness. Like, but. I know they are trying to get a track, aren't they? They're trying to get something.
Yeah, we're trying to get an indoor facility.
An indoor one,
yeah. And then after the indoor, then we'll try for an outdoor as well. And then hopefully we can like host competitions here as well, like, you know.
And the indoor would have a running track as well, like
we'll have just running track,
all the different kind of Olympics.
Yeah, all the kind of indoor events as well.
And how far away are they, or what help do they need, like, or what help do they need, like? to get hit that far?
Just donations.
Donations.
And, like, we're doing a raffle, a family raffle, and it's like €20 per ticket.
Okay.
So, like,
is there a Facebook, or how will people see that?
Oh yeah, there's some on Facebook, and there's like different representatives like selling the tickets, the raffle tickets as well.
Yeah.
And like you can put in any donation as well, because like everything like adds
everything
up, like,
helps. Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Do you reckon they're far away from?
I'm not sure. No, like I wouldn't be. Like they wouldn't be telling the kind of athletes like, oh, we need this. Like
It's just thing you have to travel for.
Yeah.
Training. Like I know you went to Sligo. What's it to be near your coach? Was it Sligo?
Yeah, he lives in Sligo, so I travelled to Sligo. Well, during the leaving cert, I'd only go during like say the breaks, like say Halloween break.
Okay.
Like.
So he give you tips or something on training, and you'd have to keep up with that.
He'll send me on like training sessions to do, and then I'll just go to say Slash's.
Well, he trusts that you're doing this, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll just give me a training session, I go Slash's pitch, I'll do it, or I go to the gym, or I go to the pool, or like
And food wise, I know food is a big thing now as well.
Yeah.
Like
food
you have to watch what you eat, like.
Yeah, but like in my house, like we don't eat a lot of meat.
Okay.
Most of the things we eat is kind of vegetarian.
Yeah.
So like it was grand.
Is that a help? Like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like what you are what you eat, like.
Yeah.
So
I'm a vegetarian myself, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best feeling when you're vegetarian, to be honest.
It is like but not many people agree in Ireland now, to be honest.
That's the truth. Yeah.
But like going to the future, I know you're looking. You have a couple of options now, scholarships.
Yeah.
Your heart's set on America, isn't it?
Yeah, my heart is definitely set on America. Like because if I want to kind of progress
to the next level
and be on the world stage and all of that, then I'd have to go to America. Like because in Ireland you can progress, but like you don't see that many people like progressing like as in like when you go to America. Like no matter who you are, you can improve drastically.
No matter what level you are, you can always improve.
So you can be like, you can come in as the worst and come out as the best.
Well,
in America, like it's just
encourages everybody,
mindset.
Gives everybody a chance. Like almost like the American dream.
Yeah, true. Like if I was to say to anyone like who's doing athletics, like if you want to improve. And just be proper big and all of that, like
Well, they've shown it over many Olympics, haven't they? Really, like
true. And like you can see, kind of the people who are on, like say the opposite teams, like the European teams.
Yeah.
Like say Germany, France, like majority of them are over in America, like training.
Yeah.
And like they'd be in school in America training, and then after school, like
there's such a setup behind everybody, like what I mean. They've support for many different levels where that's not really here, like
true, like here
it is to a certain extent, but probably not.
Like in Ireland, like you train and then you win the national title, and then people think, oh yeah, I won a national title, so that's it. Like they don't, like some people don't go higher. Like there's like Ireland isn't the only place where you can win titles, like there's the whole world as well, like Yeah.
So you have an option for that, like.
Yeah.
You have an option for America, is it?
Yeah.
On the line, are you going to take it up?
Yeah, definitely going to take it up. But I won't take it up this year because I'm pretty young. I'm young enough to go to.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty young to be going to America as well.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like last year I didn't get the opportunity to like train
fully because you had to leave and start. It's hectic.
To train fully and like. I didn't even train fully, and I was achieving what I achieved as well.
Which is amazing, like.
So then, which means that if I start to train fully, like God knows what else I could achieve, like
Well, that's brilliant. Like I think you're a future star now, and everybody in Longford supports you, and especially here.
Hopefully, anyways.
I'm a big fan. Like, the best of luck. Well, thanks very much for talking to me, and the best of luck in the future.
Thanks very much.